Good morning, Arizona. Bishop Smith reporting as we're kind of on the home stretch now. Yesterday was a great day for the General Convention. It was I think one of the greatest days that I've experienced being a bishop here. We did two wonderful things, I think. First, we welcomed Cuba back into the Episcopal Church, where it had been sort of in exile for about 50 years. That they had been thrown out of the church in 1966, but they still consider themselves part of the Episcopal Church. And yesterday, very emotionally, we voted to welcome the Episcopal Church of Cuba back in and seated their bishop in the House of Bishops. So that was very exciting. And then we did some really good legislative work on the prayer book revision and came up with a substitute resolution, which I think is going to please everybody. It certainly pleased everybody in the House of Bishops, and it passed unanimously, that is, the substitute resolution about prayer book. It will be a way of both staying faithful to our current prayer book, but allowing a lot of room for experimentation and change in the future. So that was great. And then I've just finished this morning with my committee, which was on Title IV and safeguarding. And we did some good work. It was hard work. We started 7:30 every morning, and we dealt with 40 different resolutions. And somebody said, well, how would you sum up what you did? Because a lot of it was sort of legal and technical, and I felt above my pay grade a lot of times, but we had some really good lawyers and chancellors there that helped us. But I would say that what we accomplished was we were looking for ways to make the church safer. We were looking for ways to make the disciplinary process both more merciful in some cases and more just in some cases, to make sure that nobody who has been hurt has not had adequate recourse, and that those people who have been hurt have pastoral care. So it was a balance between justice and mercy, and I think we came down just about where we should have done. So that's done now, and so I have a little more free time unless we get called back into session as a committee. But this afternoon it's on to the House of Bishops for a long day of passing legislation on the floor.